So how are you holding up, Heather?
I'm dead and my soul is in danger of being ripped apart. So, all things considered, I suppose I'm doing quite well.
Run, run, run like a hamster on a wheel. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Still running, delaying the inevitable. TV showing some energetic broad in yoga pants. Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing. Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside. How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I can swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
No, well, I'll just remember it.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then. And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit.
Calendar with a marker pen attached. I love the idea, but
Got a sec?
You rang.
I can't believe I was arrested. You think it's on my permanent record?
Does it matter? They already got a file on you.
Great. Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Could you look up another phone number for me?
I suppose I can, within reason.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-555-0425.
All right, give me a second. That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Coming.
Yeah. Who are you?
Who's asking?
I'm a friend of Peter's. So I was hoping we could talk about him?
Funny. I was hoping to be left alone tonight. Guess who wins?
Why is nobody ever happy to see me?
Dunno. It can't be your copious amount of social grace. She looks like she stopped caring about anything years ago.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, shut up, lady!
Sorry.
Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
We really need to talk. It's very important.
Well, I really need to get to watching this movie. We all have stuff to do.
Huh, we've got a match. It seems that one of the Carth House squatters was a relative of Peter's. A sister, Maggie Fielding. According to her case file, she was picked up in the raid. She was brought in for an emergency detox and forced into rehab.
Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
You're Peter's sister, Maggie, right?
Sure, fine, you got me.
Why couldn't you just tell me that before?
Because I'm trying to get healthy, working through the program, admitting I have a problem, just like my sponsor says. All that is the first step. I'm still working on the rest. Talking about Peter, that's step 5. I'm not ready. It's nothing personal. I just need to avoid thinking about him for a while.
And you're doing that by living in his apartment.
It's just temporary. I have nowhere else to go. And besides, what difference does it make? He's gone. He had a stupid accident, and now he's gone.
That's just it, Maggie. It might not have been an accident.
No. Whatever you're thinking, no. I need this to be over, you understand?
Then we need to talk. You can call your sponsor if you want to.
Screw my sponsor. Let's do this. So, talk.
What do you know about Peter's death?
Just what I was told. That he was fixing a light bulb and fell off the ladder. I remember thinking it was a pretty stupid way to go, especially for him.
How do you mean?
Did you know the guy? He was obsessed with health. To die just falling off a ladder? I always thought he'd outlive the world.
Why is Peter such a sore subject with you?
That's between me and him, or his ghost, or whatever.
It might help to talk about it.
I'm still working through the program. Talking about it is step number 5. I'm not ready for it yet.
Could you tell me about your father? He opened the gym, right?
Sure.
Could you tell me anything else about him?
If you want to know about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. Here's his address. He's always home.
So, what are you watching?
I don't know, some animated thing. Not normally into cartoons, but the ratings say it's good.
Is it?
I guess. They changed the main character's voice after the first episode, but it's not bad. Keeps my mind off, well, the stuff you keep bringing up.
Could you excuse me for just a sec? My shoe is untied.
Sure, I guess.
Thanks.
Smooth.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
Wait, this is Greenwood Cemetery. I have a question, Joey.
What is it this time?
Funny that we've never been to a graveyard before. I mean, considering.
Not really. Spooks generally avoid thinking about death. But in a place like this, it's hard to think about anything but.
coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
So your father is dead.
Yep.
Why didn't you just say that instead of sending me to the cemetery?
The only person to visit Dad was Peter, and he can't do that anymore. I figured Dad could use the company.
Really?
No, not really. I told you, there are things I can't talk about yet.
You said Peter visited the cemetery.
Once a year, on the anniversary of Dad's death. Peter was a damn saint.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
I can't believe she's still on that thing. I'd be a gasping wreck after 10 minutes. It's the ladies' locker room. I don't need to use the locker room. I'm not here to work out. The men's locker room. Best I not go in there. God, no. There we go. Nobody can say I don't do anything nice.
Relax, I'm here. Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside. Hey, miss, you're dripping water on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, just be sure to put on sneakers or something if you want to work out here. Anyway, let's check the schedule. Huh? Is that the date? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but there's an appointment I've got to keep. Can we sort this out another day?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Is there anything in the system about a Connor Fielding? He died about 20 years ago.
Let's see. Our records from back then are a bit spotty, but can't hurt to check. No, nothing comes up, but it's a very common name. Is there anything specific you can tell me about him?
He was in the Army.
Oh, then there might be something in the Veterans Association records.
Aren't those public?
Not everything. But fortunately for you, I can access everything. Okay. Archived records. Connor Fielding. Oh, seriously?
What's wrong?
Idiots. They had no idea how to archive data back then. I can only look them up by service number. You don't know it, do you?
I do, actually. It's 070-234-541.
Well, that's handy. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Connor Fielding. Served in Vietnam from 1966 till 1969. Honorably discharged. Moved with his family to New York a few years later. Huh. That's interesting.
What?
It says here that the police were called to his apartment several times. Reports of raised voices. Possible domestic abuse. No charges were pressed, which is why it wasn't in our police records.
But it's in the military database?
Word gets around. Someone must have noted it in his VA file. Doesn't say much else.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Oh, coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
I learned a bit about your father.
You did?
The police were called several times to his house. No charges were made. It's not hard to read between the lines.
Huh. Well, I suppose you know everything now.
I don't, but I'm trying to.
Why? Why do you care so much? What does my father beating the crap out of my mother have to do with how Peter died?
I have my reasons.
So do I. There's a reason why I can't talk about this. I've been trying to forget this crap my whole life, and now I have a chance. I'm not going back to that. I'm sorry. I know you think you have good reasons, but I really need to be alone right now.
Listen.
Please, leave.
Okay.
You have such a way with people.
Are you still here?
Just leaving. Where are you going?
To visit my precious father. Not that it's any of your business. My neighbors are kind of twitchy. You'd better get out of here before someone calls the cops.
Hey, Peter?
Oh, hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure, no problem.
Maggie.
Huh?
Huh. I had a feeling you'd follow me here.
I didn't follow you. You got here after I did.
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
You know I try and help you whenever I can.
Not until I spill everything.
I've never pressured you to talk to me, Maggie, although God knows maybe I should have.
I'm sorry, but it's important.
Maybe it's because I'm out of that stuffy apartment. Maybe it's because when I'm here, I know he's really gone.
I know. I miss him too.
Talking about it. The fifth step. My sponsor said I didn't have to do them in order. Many people don't. I guess now is as good a time as any.
I'd like that, Maggie. I really would.
So, talk.
What did Peter do?
Nothing. Everything.
Maggie, what are you talking about?
He took over my dad's gym, made it successful. I hated him for it.
Wait, what? Don't you remember how miserable I was? Drifting from job to job, hating all of them. Running Dad's gym was something I was good at. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Didn't Peter have lots of jobs he hated before he started working at the gym? Couldn't you be happy for him?
Happy? Happy that he took my father's name and made it revered?
I don't see the problem here.
The people in the neighborhood love that gym. They come by and say what a nice old man Connor Fielding was, and what a shame he died, and how nice that his son took up his legacy. Legacy. A legacy of bruises and hiding in the dark.
Bruises? What are you talking about?
You always believed her when she said she was clumsy. It was like some horrible after-school special.
Maggie, you're not saying what I think you're saying.
You never knew, did you, Peter? So wrapped up in yourself. You never saw what he was doing.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Mom hid it from both of us, and I was too scared to say anything. In the end, it was just easier to say nothing and hate you. Now it's too late. For what it's worth, I don't hate you anymore, Peter. But I need to get on with my life. Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye? What do you mean, goodbye?
Sorry, I should go.
Maggie, wait! Maggie! I never knew! I swear, I never knew! I just don't understand. Huh? My God.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I remember. The ladder. It broke. Oh, man. I don't feel so good.
Right, we don't have a lot of time. Peter, I need you to grab a hold of this.
What the heck is that thing?
No time, just grab. Well, that was close.
Did it work?
Let's get back and find out.
This whole story is incredible.
It's all true, Peter. Can't you feel it? like something is trying to pull you away.
I thought it was just indigestion, but I've never had indigestion in my life. Figures I'd get it when I'm dead.
Madeline, have you had time to examine them?
I think... yes.
Madeline?
Yes, apologies. I believe I have all the information I need.
Huh? Madeline?
Ugh, I really don't feel so good.
This can't be right. Michael? What's going on?
Madeline!
Apologies, my host.
Madeline, what just happened?
That felt quite pleasant.
Madeline? Madeline? Hey!
You, Malone, stay back. You as well, Blackwell. I have absorbed enough energy to burn that precious body of yours to a cinder.
Why? Why do this?
Have you ever heard of the concept, the journey of the soul?
What?
It is said that every soul has a predestined fate or destiny, and the goal of every soul is to find it. But it is also said that the joy comes from the journey, not the destination. Have you ever wondered where you would be now without the grayscale? Without the epiphanies that were pushed into your brains as if by magic? Maybe you would have all found your way, maybe not. But you skipped the journey, went right to the destination. It made your souls happy for certain, but it also made them weak, pliable, controllable by someone like me. And now, if you'll excuse me, I am still very hungry.
No! You. This whole time it was you?
Indirectly. I knew these souls existed, I just needed to collect them. I could not collect my host until last, because my existence here was tied to him. As for Fielding and Goffstein, they were sleeping spirits. They needed to be awakened, something only you could do. So, thank you for that.
What the hell are you doing this for? I pulled you out of the dark. You were free. Why mess that up?
Free. You, of all souls, tell me that I'm free. I am dead. For centuries, I have been dead. I was a good spirit guide. I did my duty. And yet did I ever move on? Did I receive any reward? No. I was passed on from host to host, saving spirit after spirit. It became tiresome. Then my last host banished me. I remained there, in the void, alone, forgotten by the universe, until you brought me out.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes.
But I was still not free. To fully free myself, I needed power, energy. And these souls, these poor, misguided souls, were the nearest source I could find.
You need to fix this.
Fix this?
Yes, you can still make this right. Just undo it, please. Bring them back. I'll bring them through the light and we'll just pretend this never happened.
I am sorry. I have not come this far only to turn back now.
Collect? What do you mean by that?
Perhaps that word is not sufficient. Possibly consume, ingest, absorb. I took their energy as part of my own.
And what do you need energy for? What on earth could be worth all this?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Hey!
What the hell are you doing? Ah! Red, you okay? Come on, darling, say something.
Interesting. I wondered if I would have to relearn how to breathe or walk, but it all comes quite naturally, like putting on a tailored glove.
No.
Come now, Malone. Surely this is a positive development. If I managed to achieve this, so could you.
All you achieved was making an enemy for life.
Malone, there is no need for this hostility.
No need. You lied to us from day one.
I apologize for the ruse. I admit I have not been completely forthcoming.
No kidding.
Come now, Malone. Nothing has changed. I won't shirk the duty. I have no choice. We will continue to save lost souls. Performing it from this end could be refreshing.
Like hell.
Sadly, you have no choice.
I work with Red, not with you.
You can think of me as her, if it will help.
I'm gonna fix this.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Red, fight her. Whatever she's doing, fight her.
She cannot. If her predecessors could not win against me, then she has no hope. Not with the power I now possess.
Predecessors? What are you talking about?
This is not the first time I have attempted this. In the void, I could only reach certain minds, the minds of other bestowers.
Other bestowers? You mean...
The other Blackwell women, yes. But I was too weak, and so were they. I could only control their minds for a few minutes before they broke.
Broke?
I did not expect that would happen, but some good did come of it. I eventually learned the proper approach, and finally I have succeeded.
You're insane. I mean it, Madeline, a stark, raving lunatic. Do you have any idea what you've done?
You dare condemn me, little ghost? Allow a few centuries to pass. Wait until you've been left abandoned in the dark, adrift, terrified. Then you can pass judgment. But until then, I must get to the business of living.
Stay here. We're not done talking. I said stay here. Ah! Hey! Ah! 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 Now cut that out.
Do try and keep up.
Hey, Maddie.
Yes, Malone.
You killed Lauren and Patricia.
I did not. I admit, their mind's rejection of me had unintentional consequences. But there was no malice intended.
Well, that's just Jake, as long as there was no malice. Maybe you didn't mean to kill Lauren and Patricia, but you did kill George Austin.
As a spirit, I hardly think so.
Bull, you're the only one with any motive. I don't know how, but it was you.
Poor Cooper. A weakened soul is such a sad thing. And his mind was so easily controlled. Why, in such a state, he could be told to do anything. Anything at all. And he would do it, with no memory of it. Well, perhaps some residual guilt remained. He has gotten quite agitated since it happened. Fortunately, that is no longer relevant.
I'm gonna fix this, one way or another.
You honestly believe that?
This might seem strange to you, but yeah. I've always known I was here for a reason. And maybe this is it. To fix what spooks like you screw up.
That is amusing.
Amusing?
Yes. You honestly don't know. No. No, of course you don't.
Of course I don't know what.
You think you are so special? You think you were, what, chosen? You were nothing important, Malone. You were merely the last.
The last what?
The last spirit we saved, before I was banished. I cannot continue the duty, so it was passed on to you.
What the hell do you mean I was the last spirit you saved?
Honestly, did you think you were different from any other lost soul? The confusion, the fear they all felt, that you felt. It is no wonder you have forgotten.
Doesn't matter. That was then. This is now. And right now, I plan on fixing this. Now what?
I will simply live. I will grow old and I will die, like any other soul. And when that happens, perhaps I will move on as intended. It is a slim hope, but after centuries of existence, it is the best I have.
Why are you pacing around?
No reason. I am just enjoying the sensation. It has been a long time since I have felt snow on my face.
That's not your face.
True, I suppose, but no matter. I am still enjoying it.
You can't go any further, can you?
Whatever do you mean?
You're stuck. You're tied to Michael. Trying to escape it is like hitting a brick wall.
It is a temporary setback, nothing more.
What are you gonna do, lug Michael's body around in a wheelbarrow? I'd like to see that.
Don't be absurd. You know as well as I do. I am bound to his corporeal form for a few days. After that, I will be free.
Ha! Some master plan. All this planning, all this death, and you can't even cross the street.
Only for a day or two. I can wait. I have infinite patience.
Yeah, but does your stomach? You're gonna get hungry.
Any problem has a solution.
What about going to the bathroom? Red drank a lot of coffee.
Perhaps burning Michael's body to ashes, or some kind of cleansing ritual.
Here's an idea. Take a powder. Just leave us the hell alone.
Will you let me think?
I can't wait for the cops to show up. A dead priest and you just around the corner? Bet you never expected to come back to life only to spend it in jail.
Will you be quiet? Honestly, why you haven't driven your host completely mad is beyond me.
I use this to help spooks move on. It's the only part of me that Red can touch. That won't do any good. According to Maddie, this only works on aware spooks. Pretty solid, but... What would that achieve? Make her slightly colder?
What are you doing?
You know, Red and I have a bond. We gotta stick together. Where she goes, I go. You might be wearing Red's body, but you ain't her. There's a line in the snow, and you can't cross it. But Rosa Blackwell, she can cross it just fine.
You're hurting me.
Good.
You idiot! Do you have any idea what you just did?
I just evicted you, sister.
No, I will not be trapped in that limbo again.
Tough. You made this mess, now clean it up.
Very well. Just remember, you brought this on yourself.
Red, talk to me.
Joey?
You okay? Careful.
I feel...
You!
Great, like a bad penny.
Dispatch reported a woman ranting to herself in front of a church. I had a feeling it would be you. Care to explain the dead body around the corner?
Corey?
That's Officer Palmer. Now, explain.
No.
Miss Blackwell, I've been patient and cooperative so far.
No.
Stay where you are!
What are you doing?
Was it like this for them?
For who? Red?
I think it's happening.
Huh?
Auntie, my grandmother, it's happening. It's too much.
Red, stop that. Come on, you're gonna hurt yourself. Jesus, cut it out. Not again, not you, not now. Help, somebody. Anybody.
I did warn you.
No. Huh? Joey? God, I'm tired.